I'm Sam and we are the Ripkitons. Welcome back. Today we are doing the dance add-on challenge, which means someone's going to start off with the dance move and then the next person comes in and adds on another dance move. Yeah, and you can't forget the dance moves or do them in the wrong order. And if you can't think of something else to add on, then you're also out. So before we get on with the video, guys, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Oh, it is definitely on. Sam's up first. That's not my dance move. Yeah! Oh,
Rhythm.
Keep off, I'm scared. Oh, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That kind of set off? Yeah. And oh, that was such a dodgy dance move. But that's what it is. Alright. Yeah. Woo.
Rhythm.
I know where your arms were. Dang, you forgot my move. Oh, the move that wasn't even good. Gotcha. Alright, 1 point to Sam. Round 2. Team starting. Oh, head roll. What was that? Alright. I don't even know. I just keep wanting to do this one now. Oh my god, I forgot what you did. So loud. I probably did the wrong one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It was your move. 10, 9, 8, 7, and what did you just add? 10, 9, 8, 7, 10, 9. What did you just do? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. What did you do? 3, 2. I did this. No! I'm 1 and Tegan's now 1 because I just lost. So, alright, so you're starting the next round. Alright. Oh, that arm. Oh, and a leg again. Okay. Ten, 9, 8, 7. Wow, Chicken's good at this one. I lost concentration. Did you actually? Yeah, I was just like looking off into the distance. Did you see my last one? I didn't see your last one. So I lost that round because I wasn't concentrating. Whoops. So we're even again. Let's go, it's harder now. It's harder. We're gonna add like 2 or 3 moves on at a time. Yes. So it's more challenging for the athlete. Yes.
Rhythm. Rhythm.
Wow, that's a lot of moves for Sam's brain to take in. I legit can't remember. This video is not good. No, I'm gonna do something else.
Rhythm.
Oh, she's got it. Babe, she's got it. Whoa, where is this coming from? Oh yeah, it's my turn to make it up then. Something like that. Nearly. What was that? Sam won! So that's the end of the video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below which dance that we did was your favourite. Yes. Hey guys, remember we post on Squared every Monday and we post on our channel every Thursday.